Welcome to the breaking of Suzi Sunshine, part 2. Let's get on. This car has been sat around way too long, and whilst I don't really have anything to replace it with, I may as well see if I can get it finished off. Just get rid of the thing. Just get rid. Get rid, then another car can go over there, or even the trailer. Perhaps the trailer can go there. And I'm waffling. Yes, I know I'm waffling. I do that quite a lot. Let's crack on. In the previous episode, I took the engine out, which is now inside. That leaves room for the gearbox to come out a bit easier. I might have somebody who wants the gearbox. I might have somebody who wants the drive shafts, but they can sod off. I might need to keep the drive shafts myself for this car. Looking into the gaping hole with the rusty subframe that caused me this problem in the first place, we can see that if I just release the hub nuts either side, I might just be able to pull this straight out. Here we have a breaker bar with a 32mm socket on the end. Lots of heaving, lots of bending on the bar. No. Pop next door, borrowed the special Ugga gun, zipped it straight off like flicking peas off a plate. I've had tools sent to me in the past, but what I really need now, especially as it looks like I'm going to have to do quite a bit more work on cars, other people's cars, etc. Some proper power tools, some proper stuff. Spanner on the bottom, socket on the top. Something really stinks down there. Wilma comes to the yard, could it be dog poo? Nah, dog poo dries out and stops smelling if you don't catch it. It's not dog poo. There's something dead in the bushes, I reckon. This is very stiff, as you'd imagine, and putting me at risk of personal injury, which I don't like. But I would quite like to get that box out and those drive shafts, because I know where they've come from. This is an exceedingly stiff nut. It's probably a nylock jobby. One of the reasons I don't particularly like to commit to do work on other people's cars, or even commit to selling a particular item off a car before I've got it off, is exactly this. You just don't know how long it's going to take to get it off. You don't know what kind of troubles you're going to have. Tom Turbo asked me if I would sell him the 2 drive shafts off this MG for £20. And I said, well, you're going to have to take them off yourself, because I'm not doing all that for £20. Then again, do it myself, I won't get oil everywhere. I'm not enjoying this. It's just not working. It's, honestly, now, way into the afternoon, had I have known it was going to take this long, I think I'd have just said, nah, I won't bother, I'll leave it alone. I don't spend all day doing something and not even getting it done. Shouldn't be how it works. I have released the drive shaft from the gearbox, got the oil into a bucket, but I can't go any further. I still am stuck. So now I'm going to have to go to the measure of undoing bits of suspension components to try and loosen it up a little bit further. Exactly the thing I couldn't do in the first place, and why I ended up taking all these unusual measures to get the engine out.
Only 3.9 seconds worth of missing sound this time.
Quarter to 5, and we have one small victory. So next, put the wheels back on. Then I can remove the jack. Hopefully then I'll be able to pull the gearbox to one side, being able to move the crane about a bit more, and it'll release. That's the theory. Suddenly I can feel the taste of success. The gearbox and the drive shafts are finally giving up and deciding that they know I am in charge. They're coming out. They're not staying in there any longer. I had to use 2 chains though, because I couldn't get deep enough into the engine bay to grab hold of that gearbox once the jack was removed. That's the trouble with cars that are this low. The dance of genuine pain as I've twisted something somewhere. How? I mean, ow. I think I can say that that's been a reasonably successful day. Engine already out, seats out as well, so there's not really much left to do. I might take the brake calipers tomorrow, and then I need to get in touch with Baxenden to cart away the carcass. Today is chucking it down. What can a man do at work in this kind of rain? Very, very little. Stuck inside. But then suddenly it stopped. But there's a promise of the wind to come next. And so here we are at the final episode of Suzi Sunshine, who brought lots and lots of open top sunshine fun. Just not for me. Never happened. It seems to be not destined to happen either. Too many things getting in the way of that particular bit of joy. I can't even say it's going to change. We'll see. I'm a bit concerned by these trees with this wind, because that embankment there has been cut out for quite a while now. The big Lego bricks may well be in place, but it won't stop the soil erosion just here. And at some point, especially as this area here used to be used for having fires, and a lot of roots got killed on one of these trees, and at some point something's going to come down. So after all of my fun and jostling and messing with this knackered thing, it's time for it to go to Baxenden. But not until Thursday. And not until I tidy up some of the mess left behind by having the thing. And in the meantime, I'm going to do nothing. Nothing except organise, ready for the next thing that I'm going to be doing, whatever that might be. But I cannot escape this anymore. I have to get this place sorted out, because it's such a distraction. That's what the rest of the day is going to be all about. Starting with this gearbox. Now, do you or someone you know require a PG1 gearbox that came out of an MGTF? If so, let me know. £80. Now, do you or someone you know require a drive shaft? Or both drive shafts? Well, possibly me. I might need it for this. Or if not, I will sell them. Now, do you or someone you know require a 1.6 K series engine? Almost complete? Or do you or someone you know require a set of MG, authentic MG trophy seats? They're in nice condition. They'll look better once I've cleaned them up. £120. Settled. Okay, now I've just got to tidy some of these things away and then get that car ready to actually be taken away, because unfortunately I'm going to have to leave the wheels on it, because it's just going to be a lot easier that way. I'm just going to see what else I can take off and what I can gaffer tape down, etc. Fuel pump removed. I think we can definitely say that that is the end of this particular episode. Now, onto something much more exciting. It's good news.